Oh, I need to go to the accessory shop. That's right. We're going here. Let's talk to Sid a second. Still haven't found him. Keep your chin up. Take another look around town. Alright, let's chat. Okay, he just says the same thing. Alright. Let's go and take a look and see what he's got for sale. I want to buy. He's got a Protect Chain, Fire Ring, Blizzard Ring, Thunder Ring, which obviously you can figure out what those are. Each one of those reduces fire damage, ice damage, and lightning damage, so one for each element. Slightly raises maximum AP, and Obsidian Ring reduces dark damage by 20 and increases strength slightly. It's 1,000 money. Too bad I don't have it. Too bad I don't have that. I'm not too worried about specific elements in this game because, from what I remember, the enemies don't really cast a whole lot of magic. Specifically, I mean, there are some enemies that are specific to a magical element. Some will cast only lightning, some will cast only ice, you know, that kind of thing. There's not a whole lot of magic usage. It's not like it's not like those little shadow things have been attacking us with dark damage or anything like that. I think those are just considered physical attacks. And I really don't think it'd make a difference having any of these particular elemental defenses on. Now, I also don't believe that I'm going to go in. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm not going to get any elemental defense items. I may just get stuff that straight up protects or straight up raises defense, like Protect Chains, for example, if I needed them, or things that boost my stats, like this ability stud here, which raises my AP. So I'm not worried about it right now, but it's something that I can. I'll probably be. That's probably what I'm most likely going to be buying. Is going to be those types of items, not necessarily items that boost my defense against a specific element, because I don't really need to. Now, I think I can jump up here. I can open this. Another Mithril Shard. Alright, very nice. Okay, I'm going to now save, because once I go outside, I'll be dealing with somebody very important. A mini-boss, if you will. If my memory serves me right. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back and I'm saved up. Let's go ahead and head out the door and see who we're going to meet. We're going to be meeting somebody that Final Fantasy fans will be familiar with.
They'll come at you out of nowhere.
Who are you?
And they'll keep on coming at you. As long as you continue to...
Anybody recognize that necklace?
But why? Why would it choose a kid like you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You guys recognize the belts?
Never mind. Now, let's see that Keyblade.
What? There's no way you're getting this.
Alright. Then have...
Anybody recognize that Gunblade? Ladies and gentlemen, Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. Alright, here we go. Now, there are two ways to end this fight. You can beat him, or you can lose to him. Doesn't really matter either way. All that's really going to happen is a difference in conversation afterwards. He's not really that hard to beat. What you want to do is also try to avoid his attacks, obviously. He will attack with his fucking hell, Gunblade, as you can clearly tell, but also fire magic attacks at you. Kind of want to use the same strategy that you used against Titus. As you can see, he jumps around too, so he'll close on you with his jumps. But you kind of want to use the same strategies you used against Titus. You want to just wait till he attacks, misses, and then you counter with your attack. Obviously, when he does the fire range attack, you want to make sure you avoid that. It's not really that hard to fight. I'm just making sure I try to avoid his attacks the best you can, and then fight back. If you manage to deflect his attack, make sure you counter it with your attack as quick as possible. But make sure if you miss to back up right away. There we got him.
No way. I can lose.
If you
Now,
I'll get to what I'm saying in a second.
Oh, you're slipping, Leon.
And from Final Fantasy VII, it's Yuffie!
I went easy on him. Looks like things are worse than we thought. A lot worse.
Okay, the strategy there to beating him is make sure that you avoid his attacks as much as you can. Obviously, I mean, and when he attacks, if you dodge him, make sure you counter as quick as possible. If you deflect his attack, make sure you attack as quick as possible. But if you miss on your first attack, back away, or otherwise he will counter with several hits. And then obviously watch for him to do the whole hand to his like face or maybe chest, and he'll fire a fireball at you. Now, also, this I don't remember. This I don't remember from the original Kingdom Hearts. Sora. Why is there no voice? Why is there no thing? There's a reason why I didn't remember this from Kingdom Hearts, is there's no voice acting here. They added this in for final mix. Alright, I recognize the area he's in, but I'm not going to spoil where it is. But it is an area we'll go to later in the game, but as you can probably figure out, Riku ended up where he is, and Sora ended up here.
Sure is spooky.
I'm not scared.
Excuse me. Did the king send you?
And from Final Fantasy VII, it's Aeris! Not the same voice actress from
Come on, lazy bum.
Advent Children, by the way. They didn't get her until Kingdom Hearts 2.
You okay? I guess.
Those creatures that attacked you are after the Keyblade. But it's your heart they really want. Because you wield the Keyblade.
I'm so glad that you're okay, Kairi.
Kairi? Who are you talking about? I'm the great ninja Yuffie.
Oh, there she is.
I think you might have overdone it, Squall.
That's Leon.
The Keyblade.
Yeah.
Squall,
We
Leon
had to get
Hart.
it away from you to shake off those creatures.
I'm not entirely sure
Turns
why
out
they
that's
used
how
his,
they
why they
retracted
changed his
you.
name to Leon for Kingdom
It
Hearts.
was the only
I don't
way to
know why.
conceal your heart from them. But it won't work for long. Still,
Unless
hard to
there's some kind
believe
of-
that you, of all people, are the chosen one.
Unless there's some kind of offensive Squall is some kind of offensive term that I'm not familiar with.
Well, I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
Why don't you start making sense? What's going on here?
Okay. You know there are many other worlds out there, besides your castle in this town, right?
But they're supposed to be a secret.
They've been secret, because they've never been connected. Until now. When the Heartless came, everything changed.
The Heartless?
The Heartless?
I just asked that.
The ones who attacked you, you remember?
Those without hearts.
The darkness in people's hearts. That's what attracts them.
And there is darkness within every heart.
Hey, have you heard of someone named Ansem?
And Sam?
He was studying the Heartless. He recorded all of his findings in a very detailed report.
Gosh, can we see it?
Its pages are scattered everywhere.
Oh,
Too many worlds.
that's convenient.
Oh, then maybe the king went to find them.
Yes, those were my thoughts exactly.
We've got to find them quick.
A little fourth wall break here.
That's right. The Keyblade.
So, this is the key.
Exactly.
The Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade. That's why they'll keep coming after you, no matter what.
By the way, the voice actor for
Oh, I didn't
Squall
ask
is
for
David
this.
Boreanaz.
The
I mean,
Keyblade
if you don't
chooses
recognize
its
the actor's
master,
name,
and it
he was
chose you.
Booth
So,
from
How did all this happen?
Bones, and I think
I
he was
remember
also in
being
Buffy
in
the
my
Vampire
room.
Slayer. I'm not really sure.
Wait a minute.
I never saw the
What
show, I
happened to
just
my
heard.
home? My island. Riku. Kairi.
You know what? I really don't know.
At least he has the right mannerisms for Squall, but I think David Boreanaz's voice acting was pretty pathetic. It just sounds like he's not interested in playing the role of this character. I mean, that is kind of Squall's personality from Final Fantasy VIII, but I think it's a little too uninterested in my opinion. Alright, we got a save point over here, which I'm definitely going to utilize and be right back. And in case you were too busy trying to pay attention to what was going on in the cutscenes and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and revisit what I was saying about the battle against Squall a minute ago. Obviously, you want to avoid its attacks. That's the same. That goes without saying. But your ideal strategy there is if you can deflect when he attacks. If you're attacking at the same time, you'll likely deflect his attack. And if you do, go ahead and make sure you keep the pressure on, keep attacking him. But after you complete a combo, back off because he will likely counterattack, and even if you're attacking, you will break through your combo, and then actually do damage. When he does actually attack, if you dodge the attack, go ahead and put some pressure on and attack him because he won't combo if he misses. If you see him put his hand either to his head or to his chest, he's fixing to do his ranged fire attack. Start moving and avoid the fire attack. If you attack Squall, if you're going to take a swing and maybe you were just out of range and you missed, or you just missed your target, if you swing and miss, don't try to follow up with a combo and try to reconnect. All he's going to do is he's going to counter and strike back. So what you want to do there is if you swing and miss, just back away from the battle, back away from him, and try again. Because like I said, if you keep trying to swing and reconnect, he'll counter and he will attack you and do damage. So if you miss, back off, try again. Once you connect, just get through one set of combos, but don't try another set of combos because he will counter and break through your combo. Okay. Let's open this chest up here. Looks like it's locked. Okay, we can't use our Keyblade on that yet. Let's talk to Yuffie. I've heard that the Keyblade can open all sorts of locks. Give it a try next time you find a treasure chest or door lock. Alright, well that's the key. That's the, no pun intended, the key you need to know. Go up here on the treasure chest and tap. Obtain elixir. Now, anytime you see a key lock like that, use the key. You can go up to it and interact with it, and you should be able to use the Keyblade to unlock whatever that door or thing is. Now, I believe that your next objective to proceed with the plot, I think, is to talk to Squall, because I don't think you can leave the room. Yeah, you won't let you leave, so I don't think you can go out this door either. I think you have to talk to Squall in order to proceed on with the plot. So now's the time to go ahead and make your save, and then once you talk to Squall, it will actually proceed on with the plot. So make sure you go ahead and save before you do that, so you don't get caught. Because with the plot, it's going to become more fighting, so you won't be able to save for a little while. So you will make sure you go ahead and do that. Yuffie, think of this as an adventure. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's talk to Squall and move on with the plot. Sooner or later, the Heartless will find you. You'd best prepare yourself. Prepare myself? To fight for your life. Are you ready? Not yet. We'll give you a chance to just roam the room, which all you can do is just save. I'm ready. Yuffie, let's go join Aerith. Okay. I forgot. I'm sorry. That outside of Final Fantasy VII, the original US version, Aerith is pronounced Aerith. I'm sorry. It's an old habit. I don't think I'll ever be able to break it. Even if they remake Final Fantasy VII, even though if the Final Fantasy VII remake is real, which I don't think it is, but even if it is, and they call her Aerith in that game, I'm most likely going to say Aerith just because that's what I'm used to. So, sorry, but it's going to be Aerith from here on, as far as I'm concerned. Let's go join Aerith. Aerith. She should be there by now with the other visitors. Uh-oh.
Yuffie,
Heartless.
go!
Smack!
Yuffie!
Sora, let's go.
Squall kicks him out the window. We follow Squall, and there's a flat Donald against the wall. He's a cartoon character, he can handle it. Don't bother with the small fry. Find the leader. Let's go. He's going to run off. He's not actually going to join our party. But we've got some new enemies to fight. These bigger soldier guys. They are a little tougher. They take a couple of more hits than the little shadow guys did. Their attacks are a little more wild. They tend to do kind of like a spin move with like some claws out, so they can kind of like close on you. It's not too dissimilar from Wakka's attack when he kind of did that spin move with the ball in his hand. So you kind of want to watch for that if you're ever having to, whenever you have to fight them. Well, I think what we need to do is we need to head towards the 2nd district. Now, the leader they're talking about is obviously the boss. We're very close to our next boss fight. And the boss is going to be in the 3rd district. I think. Think about it. The boss in the 3rd district? I'm fairly sure the boss is in the 3rd district. So we need to head there, so let's go to the 2nd district. We're going to be fighting some more of these little soldier guys along the way. Now, we do get a database a little bit later that tells us information about these enemies, and I will go over them like I did in Doom, how I went through the data log, and when I've got a new entry in the data pad and stuff, they gave us new information about enemies. I will, just like I did in Doom, I'll do that here as well, just so you can kind of, in case you're curious about the data log and what information is in it. Now, the information in the data log of Kingdom Hearts is actually pretty useful. It gives you a lot of background information. So I have no problem showing you the data log. When I'm going through it, if you guys don't want to see it, then I guess just skip ahead the video when I come around to it. But now we're in the 3rd district. We should get a cutscene here.
Gosh, are these the Heartless guys?
Let's go get him to
And there's the rest of our party, by the way. The arena has been shrunk, and it's time for some fighting with our new party members, Donald and Goofy. Donald is obviously the mage, and Goofy is, I would want to say a tank, but he does have a little bit higher defense stat, I think, than Sora, and he attacks with the shield, so he's a little more of a defensive style fighting. Now here's our first boss, and for some reason I remember him being colored differently. I don't remember him being colored like this. I guess they changed it for the final mix, I think, but I don't remember him looking like this. But this is our boss. He has multiple parts. We already beat one part of him. His body, his head, each foot, and his hands are each a different part. So you got to defeat his limbs first, his feet and his arms first. Then the body and head, I think, can be fought separately. He jumps in the air, you want to... Damn it, didn't do very well. When he jumps in the air like that, you want to make sure you get some distance so you don't take any damage when he actually slams his feet down. Or foot if there's only one left. I got his feet defeated, now his body's all that's left. He's going to do some spin moves here. Whenever he's doing that spinning stuff, that's where he's going to take that's where he's going to take some damage. But we beat the boss. You cannot control the actions of Donald or Goofy in any way, shape, or form. And we defeated our first boss. Actually defeated our first boss. I'll just beat him up and he escaped like the big guy's been doing. We actually defeated our first boss. We obtained Brave Warrior. It's an item. I believe it's an accessory.
So, you were looking for me?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Of course.
Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the kid.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh?
No fighting, no success, okay?
Yeah, you gotta look funny, like us. Whoa.
Whisper runs on happy faces.
Happy?
What funny face.
You guys should see Kimari's smiling face.
I'll go with you guys.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one for all.